Goodbye, so much fun. Welcome back to a brand new. Let's get right into it, bro. Okay. Merab, you fucking dumbass. Now, before we talk about Merab, I want to talk about Dana White. Because in this fucking video, we go look at fucking Menace Dana White. Menace Uncle Dana. We haven't seen him in a long time, bro. We haven't seen this Dana White. And you can see it's like Venom. It's trying to get out. But then what he has to do, fuck it up by sucking John Jones' fucking dick. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Liddy, at the same interview, he fucking went crazy, shit talk hella fighters, was amazing. Then he went back to talking shit about Francis and Dick Wright John Jones. So sadly, at the beginning we had the old Dana White, but at the end we got the new Dick Wright Dana White. But. This video is going to be mostly on his side because I feel his pain. Merab. As you don't know, he got injury. Well, he had a cut during his training. And this dumbass decides to like, you know what? I'm going to tell the whole fucking world that I got cut for some fucking reason. And this is it. As you see him showing that he got a cut. And for some reason, showing Instagram, showing the whole world, pretty much, that he got a cut. And for some reason, he thought it was a good ass fucking idea. Now, if you don't see where the problems, I'm going to explain to you. Number one, don't ever show video of injuries or anything. Bro, training camp is private. It's the most private thing you can have, bro. The only thing that you should allow is things that should come out, like, embedded, like, media, all those shit. Like, injuries like this that he's getting stitches for, and you're showing fucking Sean O'Malley, who, let's be honest, is probably one of the best accuracy and fucking techno boxer in a fucking that division. So you don't think he's gonna be aiming for that fucking eye now, since he knows his cut? So I'm gonna let it finish. But as we all thought, this fight was going to get canceled. I don't know if it's going. Who cares? People thought this fight was going to get canceled because he's actually getting stitches. And again, Dana White didn't know about this. First of all, Dana White found out who we found out, which is fucking crazy. And
everything is good, my friends. It's happening all the time. This is nothing.
Why are you telling us?
We're getting stitched out and make sure I can continue training tonight, tomorrow, all week. I feel great.
I got Sean O'Malley now. I fucking got Sean O'Malley.
These little cuts only gonna make me stronger.
No, it's gonna make you weaker, motherfucker. You ain't X-Men. You ain't Wolverine. Just fucking dumb. Why would you show this?
Yes, Georgian, Mexican power here.
And people was like, oh, he did this because one, he's a dumbass, and number two, he actually want clout. Lately, Merab been clout chasing a lot. He's been posting. He's been a clout chaser, and for some reason, these UFC fighters are they are more prone to be clout chasers. They more want to be Instagram influencer. I feel like they're actual fighters than boxer. I feel like, let's for some reason UFC.
Wrestling and
damn, bro, what the fuck? How long is this fucking video, bro? God damn, bro. Like, how long is this fucking video, Merab? You show your whole fucking stitches, bro. Why are UFC fighters more in social media than boxers? Like, you see that? Like, if you name the top boxers, barely any of them are in the social media podcast. Any of them. Rarely on. You don't see Canelo on the podcast. You don't see fucking Tyson Fury, Usyk. Who else? Fucking Bivol, Benavidez, Crawford, fucking Tank, Shakur. Bro, you don't see none of these motherfuckers in social media, podcasts, and YouTube. Some probably do podcasts, but mainly they keep to themselves and train. But for some reason, UFC is just filled with social media. All the fighters be on podcasts, having their own podcasts, having their own YouTube. Like it's weird. Like I just realized that right now that UFC have way more fighters who has podcasts, who do Instagram, who do cloud chasing, all that shit than boxing. It's rare. Like if you, like I said, if you name one of the top guy, Canelo, Usyk, Tyson Fury, Crawford, fucking who else? Tank, who else? Benavidez, Bivol. Granted, some of them don't know English, but still, it's crazy that most of them don't really do them podcast and YouTube shit. They just keep to themselves. But as you see in UFC, all of them just want to be on social media. Fucking Sean O'Malley has his own podcast, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but pretty much he got his fucking stitches. I don't know how long this fucking video is. I don't want to watch this whole video of him getting fucking stitches. Holy shit. I thought it was going to be shorter than that. I'm not watching that shit. And Sean O'Malley pretty much posted like, yo, if this fucking rat better not pull out, I swear to God. And Merab pretty much say, I'm good. I never pulled out. I hate when he say that. I never pulled out before. Conor McGregor said the same thing and he fucking pulled out. So it doesn't matter if you didn't pull out before. I hate when fighters say that. Yo, guys, so good. I haven't put out. Yes, but you haven't shared us a fucking injury. Like, it's so stupid. It doesn't matter if you haven't put out before. That doesn't mean shit. Because right now you chose the injury. And the last time someone put out because the cut was Charles Oliver. So, again, it doesn't feel good. But apparently he said he's good. He's fine. I'm pretty sure this is the video from training. What does it focus? Nothing changes. September 14th. Coming for the bell. It looks like he's training. Looks like he's all good. It looks like he's good. Hitting the pad. It looks like the fight's on. Posting on Instagram.
Let's go, guys. September 14th. I'm coming.
But to be honest, he says all that, but I don't think he can spar. Like before we talk about what Dana White's response is and why he became a menace, I don't think he can spar yet. Remember, once you get cut, also, I forgot Tyson Fury also got cut and had to postpone the fight. Cut are serious. Why they're serious? Because number one, once you get a cut and he got stitches, right? Once you get that, you have to, if it's deep enough, you can't train. Because number one, if you do train, that cut's going to reopen. When you spar, it's going to reopen. And when it reopens, you can't train. And when you can't spar, you can't really prepare for the fight. You're going unprepared. And if you do spar, your cut is not going to heal properly. And by the time you fight, that cut is going to be fucked up. And Sean O'Malley, one of the best strikers, going to know that he's going to aim for your fucking left eye and fucking reopen that cut. 100%. I predict September 14th. That cut's gonna get reopened by Sean O'Malley. That's definitely gonna be one of the cut get reopens. I know for a fact the commentators, Instagram posters gonna be saying the one cut that got opened was his previously cut. Because I don't think that cut's gonna properly heal if he's still doing, sparring, jiu-jitsu, all of that. So apparently the fight's still on, but like again, that's gonna fuck him up. That fucking injury is definitely gonna fuck him up. And that may change my prediction. Because again, he can't spar. I'm pretty sure he can't wrestle too on the mat. Because you're gonna be on the bar. I don't know how his training's gonna do, but apparently he's good. But this is what Dana White had to say about our little Merab.
Two other Merab's cut. What do you know about Merab's cut? And can you make any?
The whole world knows about Merab's cut. He posted it. Our guys are so dumb. It's next level, unbelievable. It's all the stuff that I talk about boxing. What I will give boxing is when something happens in a camp, man. Let me tell you what, it does not leak. Our guys can't fucking.
Yo, I'm telling you, he's back. Fucking Menace Dana's back. Even for 10 minutes, his darkness took over. It fucking took over. But pussy ass Dana, it took him back. But we saw the true Dana just for a little second, bro. But what he's saying is facts, right? Boxing, they never do this. Once you hear there was a cut or something, you only hear it after it got canceled. We look at the Tyson Fury cut. When we learned of it after it got fucking delayed, right? We heard of it, and yeah, the Benavides injury. We heard it after it got delayed. We only hear about these injuries after it get delayed, and because why? Like I said before, for some reason, these UFC fighters are more in social media. I think it's because UFC has way more American fighters than. But if that is that even true? I think it's. I think so. I think they do have more fighters who speak English. I don't know if that's true or not. But one thing is for sure, UFC got way more fighters who's online, who's on social media, who has podcasts, who goes for clout, who do all the Instagram shit. Mainly because, again, UFC doesn't pay well. Because all these boxing stars, they get paid way more than UFC. So they only have to do all this extra YouTube, Instagram posts, podcast. Because they're like, yo, I'm Gucci. I already got my own shit. Why do I need to do this other shit, right? So that's maybe why I think UFC fighters are more online. Because, like, fuck, UFC ain't paying me that much. Might as well use my fame to get more endorsement and all that shit. That's my thinking. Because you look at all the top boxers in boxing. Look at the top 10 pound for pound. Crawford, he's now Instagram. He doesn't have his own fucking podcast. He does interview, like literally Crawford, Inoue, Canelo, Tyson, Usyk, Bivol, Benavides, Shakur, Tank. Who else, bro? I could go on and on and on. Fucking Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia is the only exception. He's the only one who's terminally online. The rest of the boxers are not online. They just focus on boxing and that's it. So that's why boxers are not known to be like, yo, I just got my fucking cut open. Look at this fucking cut. Sean O'Malley, you see this? Like, Sean O'Malley, I know for a fact you're going to be aiming for this. Like, yeah, nah, bro. UFC boxers don't do that. UFC fighters does that because probably they need more money. I don't know. But let's see what the rest in a way had to say.
Wait to throw it up on social media. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a small cut. It's no big deal, but
I think because you don't pay them enough. Honestly, I think that's probably one of the reasons, but not probably the main. It's weird. It's really weird if you look at it. Like, I don't think a lot of people notice it. UFC fighters, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's so weird. Once you notice it, you're like, oh shit. Why are UFC fighters more prone to be online than boxers? And don't say Jake Paul. Jake Paul's not a real boxer. I mean professional world champion boxers.
obviously needed to be posted.
Against a guy like O'Malley, who is a sharpshooter.
Bro, again, he's right. He says a small cut. But again, small cut still has some time to heal. It can reopen. I don't know. It definitely took him a couple of days out of
who's a very accurate puncher. Now, all of a sudden, there's a big target for him.
And why the fuck would you want him to know that?
Dana White!
Next level stupid.
Some
Some of these guys are so
dumb. Some of these guys are so... He's back. He's fucking back. Old Dana, Menace, Uncle Dana's taking back his body.
stupid. It's mind-boggling. It's unbelievable.
Mind-boggling.
The last thing I wanted to ask you was Adesanya's comments last week.
And then he talked about Francis, but that's for another video. That's for another fucking video. I'm gonna do some research on that video about how Francis is getting fucking Thanos snapped from the fucking UFC existence. But then we go back to Dana White contender, because this motherfucker was not in a good mood today. So Dana White contender was today. It was kind of mid. Last week, week 1 was way better than week 2. Week 2 was okay. It had some good fights, but not very great fights, right? So pretty much the moral of the story, Dana White gives out contract to fighters, each winner of the fighters who win. Sometimes the loser perform a good ass fight. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making sure it's 5. Well, again, that's last week and this week. 5 fighters were up to get contract. You want to know how many got contracts? 4. Do you want to hear the only person? You want to hear what Dana White said to the only person who didn't get a contract? Oh, he's back. He's fucking back.
All right.
He's fucking back.
Finney, now you were here last year.
He was here last year too.
You know, my recommendation to you was to go out and get some experience.
Bro, I thought, yo, when I watched this, I thought it was starting so well. I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely better get a, because he fought, Finley is 5'8", fought a 6'2" motherfucker, and pretty much out wrestled him, right? I thought he was about to get the contract. I thought it was about to be good, but look what happened.
You're young. You're obviously talented. You're now 9-0. You got 1 fight.
You 9-0. I was like, okay, he's definitely about to get a contract. I'm like, let's go, Philly. You got a fucking contract. Let's go.
You went out in 1 year and fought 1 fight. And,
oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what what Uncle Dan about to say to this motherfucker.
I'm always brutally honest with this stuff. You get absolutely decimated in the UFC with the performance that you put on tonight.
Oh, look at his face. I'm so sorry, Finley. I'm so sorry. I would have stand up, rushed this motherfucker, and push it. I would have Wolverine, Cavalry, punched the shit out of this motherfucker. He flew. Imagine getting roasted on national TV. Imagine getting told in your interview. No, this is pretty much his interview. Imagine you interview for a fucking job and they're like, fuck no, we're not hiring you. You would not make it here. You are fucking horrible, dog shit, ass, stupid. Why you even come here, dumbass? Like, bro, Dana White went in. Bro, I'm gonna let you hear one more time. This is the most bro. I can't believe he said this shit, bro. He's back. He was back for a little bit, but he was back.
With the performance that you put on tonight. Your performance last year was better than this performance. You're 25 years old, kid. You're obviously a...
Wait.
Your performance last year was better than this performance. You get absolutely decimated in the UFC with the performance that you put on tonight.
That's fucking crazy. He said you would get decimated. Bro, I can't believe bro said you would get absolutely... Bro said you would get your ass kicked. You will get done dirty, man. Bro, I feel so bad for Finley. And the worst, he's not done, by the way, but the worst out of all, this motherfucker was the only one not to get a contract. He was the only one not to get a contract. His whole family was there too. Oh shit. Fuck, man. Like, fuck. That's some... Whew.
Your performance last year was better than this performance.
That's crazy.
You're 25 years old, kid. You're obviously a talented athlete.
Bro,
go out and get 3 or 4 fights this year. Then come back and talk to us about the UFC. You gassed out tonight. You had a tough time getting through 3 rounds.
I mean, he did get gassed, but he was wrestling. He was wrestling at 6'2", motherfucker. Like, come on. He's 5'8". The tallness, come on, bro. Wrestling someone who's way taller than you, of course, is going to tire you out. Bro, there's hella fighters who still get mad tired during a 3-round fight. So,
you're not ready for the UFC. When I said go out and get some experience, I didn't mean 1 fight. I meant get some fights. We'll see you soon. All right.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And he just stood there. And he just stayed there. Oh, man. Bro. I feel bad for my boy Finley. And he wasn't done. right? Because in the post interview, apparently another fighter also fought in a year. He also fought once in a year, and he gave him a contract. And this is what Dana White had to say. This is what Uncle Dana had to say.
Cortavius, you are an interesting
No,
dude. Let me
no,
tell you that.
no, wrong video. Here we go.
I don't know if you were aware of that, but
Yeah, but big difference in performances.
yeah. And I was going to say how much did that.
When I tell you, you got to go out and get some more experience, and you come back and you look shittier than you did the first time.
That's crazy.
Apparently, you didn't get enough experience.
That's
you
fucking
He's
crazy.
a young guy. He's 25 years old. He should have fought 3 or 4.
Bro, call him a shitty ass fucking bum. Bro, that's crazy. He's back. He was just back for a little bit. He was back for like 10 minutes, but he was back. This is the old Uncle Dana. He was back until John Jones took him over again. You go see in my other video, he said some wild shit about John Jones. He was back, man.
In between, then and now. Listen, there's a lot of guys out there that are 8 and 9 and 0. And we can't fill spots with guys that don't look like they could compete here. I'll tell you this right now. You take him in and bring him into the UFC, he gets absolutely destroyed by guys who can stop his takedown and strike better than the Australian kid tonight.
And
that's so fucking crazy, bro. He said he's gonna get his ass kicked, destroyed, demolished, fucking kicked ass, embarrassing. Like, what else can I say? Old Dana is back. This is the old Dana is back. He's back. He was back for a little bit until he was asked about Francis. I may do a video how UFC are kind of erasing Francis' legacy from the UFC because they barely talk about him, and we all know why. We all know why he doesn't talk about him. And I'm gonna talk about more of my John Jones and Tom Aspinall because he talked about Tom. And I'm gonna post another video later. Either gonna be today or tomorrow. I don't know when this video coming out, but I know for a fact it's gonna be Merab, then it's gonna be John Jones. It's gonna be like part 1, part 2, kind of. It kind of now. Anyways, if you're still watching, just fucking subscribe. But yeah, toodles.